Do any of you have a birthday there? See what I said that and then it happened. Do any of you have a birthday in December? Nobody has a birthday in December. Well, I have a granddaughter who has a birthday on December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. And you know what she thinks? She thinks that's altogether too close to Christmas. Because she gets Christmas gifts, and she says people probably don't want to give me birthday gifts right 2 days after they gave me a Christmas gift. But you can't help when you're born, can you? You know what? My birthday is July 25. That's just about as far away from Christmas as it can be. I used to call it Christmas in July because I got gifts on December at Christmas, and then I got gifts on my birthday in July. Well, Jean had a birthday, and Mom and Dad got her something really special for her birthday. It surprised her to death. She never thought she'd get it. But she got a macaw. Do you know what a macaw is? It's sort of like a big parrot. This is what a macaw looks like. There are 10 different species. Some of them are blue and gold, some are green, some of them are red like these two here. But a macaw is about twice as big as a parrot. A few years ago, well, it's probably been 20 years ago now, but we had a parrot at my house. And it was so fun to watch. The only bad thing about the parrot we had is that it loved my wife more than it loved me. It would cuddle up to her and put its head on her shoulder and chirp and I don't know, many things. But when it came to me, I barely got to hold it. In fact, I still have a scar on my hand where it didn't think I should be holding it. But it was a nice parrot. And you know what parrot we had? Two things it would do for me, or for anybody who came in the house. You put your hand out and the bird would get on your hand, and then the bird would flip upside down, and it would swing back and forth, and it would say, "Wee! Wee!" And we taught it to sing, "Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus." It was pretty amazing to see that parrot singing that song. But it sang it with perfect tone. One other thing I remember about that parrot is that it used to call our dog. And it would say, "Here, Nicky, here, Nicky." We had a dog named Nicky. But it would say it in my wife's voice and with her tone. And it would say, "Nicky, Nicky, Nicky." It had heard my wife saying that dog's name so many times that it just picked it up without us trying. And Nicky would come running down the living room and turn the corner and look around. And she didn't know where my wife was because it was a parrot who was calling her. Well, Jean had a birthday, and like I said, she got a macaw. That's just a great big parrot. And before she got that parrot, Mother and Father had worked really, really hard, and they taught it to say, "Happy birthday." So when Jean had her birthday, she got a parrot that said, "Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday." Now, I don't think that parrot knew, or that macaw knew, what a happy birthday was. It just knew some words it ought to be saying. So it would talk to her and it would say, "Happy birthday." Jean and Mom and Dad decided they were going to go in a few weeks. They were going to go to Grandma and Grandpa's house because Christmas was coming. And Jean said, Mom, Dad, I want to teach the macaw to say, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And so she spent her time every day going up to the cage, and she would look at the parrot and she'd say, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But the parrot didn't say anything. He just watched that funny girl saying those strange words. And then, just before they were ready to go to Grandma and Grandpa's, she went up to the cage and she said, Merry Christmas. And the parrot said, what do you think he said? Merry Christmas. Right in Jean's voice. And Jean was so delighted. When the day came to go to Grandma and Grandpa's, Jean took a big blanket and put it over the parrot because Grandma and Grandpa hadn't seen the parrot yet, or the macaw yet. But she put a big blanket over so it would stay warm, and she put it in the back of the car. And Dad put all the suitcases in, and Mom put all the good food she'd baked in, and the pies and the other things, and they headed off down the road to Grandma and Grandpa's house. They got to Grandma and Grandpa's, and Jean took out her macaw's cage, and she took it into the house, and she took the blanket off, and she said to the macaw, its name was Pretty Boy, by the way. She said, Pretty Boy, say, Merry Christmas. And you know what Pretty Boy said? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And several days went by, and Jean could not get that parrot to say Merry Christmas. All it would say was happy birthday. Jean was almost in tears. She felt so bad because she knew it could say it. She'd heard Pretty Boy say it before. And then, as she was sitting there looking so sad, Grandpa said, you know, Jean, I think maybe the parrot or the macaw has it right. Because Christmas is the time when we celebrate whose birthday? Jesus' birthday, don't we? It isn't the day he was born. We don't know what day he was born. We just picked the day and started to celebrate it on that day. And so now, as Pretty Boy would say, happy birthday, Jean started to feel a little bit better about everything, because in fact, Christmas was the day that we celebrate Jesus' birthday. And Grandpa said, okay, let's open our gifts. And he began to go to the tree to pull out some gifts. And you know what Pretty Boy said? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. He could say it after all. I want you to remember that Christmas is a day when we remember Jesus Christ and his birthday. Thank you. You can go for being good. You can go back to your seats right now.
Amen.